I gotta get it out. It's been long enough. And then I started telling him, I know. You didn't believe it? No, first the door goes, I mean, what the Pinboys! Look at that. That sounds like a lot of people. Can you guys make sure to keep your table talk to a minimum? King David's trying to finish a phone conversation. You guys could not be rude. He would like to finish this. I really was trying to wait. I really would. But, yeah. Girl, call me back when there's not an open mic every Monday at 8 p.m. The Pinboys in Lasting Room. You gotta promote to your family, man. This could not be coming. I'm gonna be one of those whores just selling myself on the street for laughs. I don't care. You know, I'll have a sign if I have to. You know, give me $1 for a joke. I'll tell you a joke would be something. I'm gonna start sucking dick for comedy. But I don't think my jokes can hold up to my blowjob skills. So I don't want to be so good at sucking dick. They just want me to be quiet. Well, I don't know. I want to make money, tell jokes. I got one step closer. I have a show that I'm trying to put together that it's not for entry-level comics. You have to be able to do 40 minutes. I want a solid 40 minutes out of it, and I fucking kill the fucking 40 minutes when I put you on my fucking stage. I'm going to be asking, that's like Field Hampton Roads comics. There's only one that's good enough to do 40 minutes, but I already recorded myself. So, yeah, I'm just saying, it's a show that I came up with, and I pitched it to a couple people, just talked to them about it, and I like the idea. And then I pitched it again to somebody else today, and they were like, this just sounds like a gimmick, like fun for you and you alone. You don't give a shit about the audience or the comics. And I was like, how long did it take you to figure that out? But no, I got the title of the show, I called it the 20-30-40 show. 20-30-40 show. It's me and 3 other comics. And the crowd won't know this. The crowd's just going to get the show. But when the comics show up, there's going to be 4 cards on the table. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 comics, with me included. So it's me and 3 other comics. 4 cards on the table. One's going to say host, one's going to say 20, one's going to say 30, one's going to say 40. They're all going to be face down. The comics aren't going to know, neither am I, what's going to say what. You just grab a card. Whatever card you grab is the position you're in. If you're the host, you're the host. If you get 20, you do 20 minutes. You get 30, you do 30 minutes. You do the 40, you do 40 fucking minutes. So everybody has to come prepared to do 40 minutes. Every single comic has to come prepared to do the same amount of work. So every single comic will get paid the same amount of money. Even if you do 20 minutes, you still came prepared to do 40, so I'm going to give you the money for the work that you were prepared to do. People are trying to tell me that's unfair because I'm only doing 20 and doing half the work. No, I still think if you had pulled the 40, you would have done the same. It's the same. It's my fucking show. All right? You can do it. I had the venue. I was supposed to have gotten confirmation on the date today, but I get too impatient, so I don't have the date. The date I'm shooting for, tentatively in parentheses, is April Fool's Day, April 1st. April Fool's Day. Why not have a fucking comedy show on April fucking Fool's Day? Because everybody else is telling jokes that day, so why not leave it up to the professionals? I gotta destroy that flyer is what you're saying. Let's bring comedy back to life on that day. Mitch Hedberg isn't dead. Telling jokes to Elvis and Tupac or some shit like that. It's cool. I'm happy that I got to. I'm actually being able to do this kind of stuff. It's because I'm still staying at home. I still have no fun. I got a TikTok today. I have 2 followers, not to toot my own horn. Fucking killing it out there. You know, and my wife told me not to talk. Fuck! She's like, don't talk about me today. All right. I got no material, guys. I got nothing. No, I'm kidding. No, I do. I've been hanging out with my son a lot more because I think he's realizing that I'm the best thing he's gonna get for a dad. So he's been wanting to see me more, wanting to hang out with me more. He asks a fuckload of questions. He's 6 years old. He has a fuck ton of questions. And just like any 6-year-old who has an older sister, his older sister always gives him bad information, or she just gives him fucked up information, or she just tells him shit so he's scared. She's giving him his sister has been watching the Alien vs. Predator movies. His sister's really into the Alien vs. Predator movies. And she keeps telling him that the face suckers are real. Face suckers are real. I'm gonna put face suckers in your pants. I'm gonna put face suckers in your bed. Yeah, I'm gonna put face suckers in your closet. Like she'll scratch on the wall like in his room and his door and shit, just like fucking whatever. So he's asking me if this shit's real, and I was like, there's nothing to be afraid of, whatever. And he's like, come on, like, you gotta explain why it's so real. Like, and then he wants to know the mechanics of how the face suckers in Alien vs. Predator works. And I was like, well, they just attach to your face, and they inject the fucking, and he's like, how do they put it in you? And I was like, oh, well, they gotta put their dick, like it's, how do you impregnate? How do you get a baby alien inside? It's a dick with legs, like that's what it is. And it just attaches to your face and you deep throat that fucking alien and it comes in your chest. And my 6-year-old had a lot more questions after that. He's like, come in your chest, not like what I do on your mom's chest, in the chest. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting to think. And then like when you look at the shape of them, it's actually like testicles. There's like testicles, and their tail is the fucking shaft, and it's got legs, and it just. I just thought we had a little bit more time before I was describing dicks to my 6-year-old son. Dicks and impregnation, and it is the death of most African Americans. But he doesn't get that either. Nah, that's yeah, that's really all I had, because she really told me not to talk. I'm tired of being a joke to you. So nobody laughs at it anyway. No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm having a good time. You guys having a good time? You guys ready for the competition? You guys ready to see who's going home with $25 tonight? Like I said, everyone's going to get 6 minutes. Everyone's going to get 6 minutes. I'm going to give you the light when you have 1 minute left. No rules, no restrictions. Tell all your friends to subscribe to my YouTube channel so they can see you perform once a week. I don't know. That was something I just thought. You guys happy? Are you guys ready for your first time on anything? Put your hands together for the man that a lot of fire under your ass, Mr. Dilton.
What's up, Pinboys? Let's give it up to your host, Carol Shepard. Yeah, he's the typical black man, but I'm just the token. Should I repeat that? Anybody got that? Anyways, I've been doing this shit for 4 years, guys, and I finally got my show booked. Yeah, let's give it up for that, ladies and gents. Nah, I'm just fucking kidding. But if you speak it, it'll manifest. Or if you jerk your dick, it'll manifest. Ladies, if you flick your bean, it will no longer be a dream. Masturbate and manifest. It works if you have a dream. Martin Luther King did it. I mean, he had a dream. He didn't. Well, I don't know. I didn't dive that deep into the fucking internet black hole. So I've been manifesting a lot. Like a lot. I broke skin. Any of y'all niggas got a Band-Aid? So 4 steps to masturbating. Manifesting. My bad. Step 1, you gotta ask. I really want to be a professional comedian. Step 2, you gotta light a candle, but it just can't be any candle. You gotta go to your wicked friend and have her pee in the jar, and you gotta flick it on the candle, and you gotta say some weird chant or rubbing the anal beads or your rosary beads or I don't know, your fucking meditation beads or something. And like burn some sage or whatever. So some spiritual advisor gave me that fucking information. I was going through a lot, so I was like, oh wow, okay. Step 3, beat your dick or flick a beat, whichever one. Finish it aside. If you like to use a watermelon or some pie or something, you can do that too. But to each his own. It's 2021. I don't judge. Okay. Wear a sock at your favorite comedy showcase. I did that. I like to run my toes in it, call it my lucky rabbit foot. It helps with anxiety. It's kind of like my fidget spinner. Anyways, that a girl that gave me that information, plants everywhere. Like hashtag plant parents, hashtag plant daddy. I got this African American mass plant at this horticulture and coffee bar grill restaurant by the water shop in Ghent, Norfolk. It was 25% off because Black Lives Matter. I only bought it because it's trendy. And they got ghetto curtains everywhere, every fucking way. Ooh yeah, we jamming, fucking Bob Marley, Lion of Judah, fucking. I wanted to get some milk. I opened the fucking refrigerator, there's ghetto curtain in the refrigerator, like what the fuck? How? I can't find the fucking milk. And they don't drink milk. It's all like almond milk or something. Like what the fuck? Soy milk. That shit is nasty. Vitamin D milk. That's just me. Anyways, those people, they should come like terms and conditions, man. Just like I didn't read the terms and conditions for that shit because they will burn sage, burn cannabis, and they'll burn your house down if you cross it the wrong way. Like fuck that, I ain't doing that shit. What? I denied a girl one time. Like I was like, no, I don't know what the fuck. What I gotta do? Charge some crystals. What the fuck is this? And she was like, I felt like a cold air coming in and shit. I was like, the lights went out. I couldn't find the switch. The wall was raining blood. And I clicked the light on. And she's fucking climbing up the walls, looking at me and shit. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. Time for me to peace. Crazy. Also, they would break up with you 3 o'clock in the morning because the microwave read 1, 2, 3, 4, and because mercury is in lemonade or something. Oh my God, let me shove this amethyst up my ass. It's a full moon. And we got X's everywhere. Fucking Zodiac crystals, crystal butt plugs. Shove this up your ass. Who needs coffee? You can charge a butthole. That was the fucking tagline on one of them shit. Who needs coffee? You can charge a butthole. Crystals. $29.95 plus shipping. No CODs. For all you kids out there, you remember? They don't understand no CODs. What else do I have? I already talked about ghetto curtains. They all like Bob Marley. Every single one of them is like a fan of Bob Marley. I'm like, there's like more than just that, right? I fucking love Bob Marley. I like to imagine I wake up in the morning, do my waking thing, there's 3 little birds. Okay, what is the problem? Fucking weirdo. Oh yeah, they listen to Fleetwood Mac a lot too. They got the little shawls and they like to spin around and dance and shit like that. And I was like, I don't know. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Let's give it up for your guy, the typical black man, and the host of Pinboys Comedy Show, Tyrell Shackelford, everybody.
Just a second, everyone. Good job. Good job. Stevie Nicks is what I always hear. Like when girls are shoving stones up their ass to charge their moonlight, like fucking spinning around. I don't know. Some white bullshit. And white women do love Etsy. Ask my wife. She doesn't know how much her wedding ring costs, but it was a lot cheaper to have someone on Etsy make it. Someone who cannot be bought on Etsy because he's unattainable. The next comic. Put your hands together for Mr. Andrew Poma!
See, I walked up with a mask, and then I took it off, like Joe Biden. Do you get it? All right. I also think it's funny, Joe, you just saying I've been manifesting a lot. I think that's hilarious. All right, here's the first joke. Okay. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty, 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 liberty. You guys get that? You guys know where that's from? Who can say where it's from? Commercial? All right. What is a commercial for? Liberty Mutual. Thank you, Ben. Was that Ben, or is it Ben's the only one that gets me? Okay. Sometimes I'll hear people talk about people that believe in Jesus as robots. And I'm like, that's really funny because I'm like, y'all are the robots. Y'all are, they, whatever. Y'all, they, it's up to you, really. But yeah, they're the ones literally like, my name is Xenor, non-binary. I'm programmed with 7,000 different genders. LGBT, more like LGBT-3PO. God, the new Star Wars movies are great. Okay, no one can accuse me of being racist, which is awesome. Doesn't that feel great?
Yes.
Isn't it? Right. And just look at me, and like, it's just true. It's like, I'm like swimming in like, oh God, this is so good. I don't know how everyone else lives, you know what I mean? Like, there's people that are afraid, like every single day of that. And there's probably a lot of reasons why someone can't accuse me specifically of being racist, and this is one of them. When I was baptized, there were literal Africans and Jamaicans there, okay? And literally, I was going down in the well of the Father, of the Son. I was literally going down, and literally, Africans and Jamaicans are going, But for real, I'm saying like literally, I'm not even like lying or exaggerating at all, like while I'm going down. And I didn't know how never being able to be accused of racism, how helpful that will be going forward as a political entity. Japan. Okay. They cannot have because of World War II, they cannot have a standing army. They cannot settle any disputes by war. So I believe they're using anime. I think the day Hiroshima happened, there was a guy with like radiation on his back. He was like,
Tell me what Americans. I will create a cartoon that lonely men love to watch, and I will make your men girls. I think that's probably how anime started. because if you really think about it, it's so close to the truth, and then it just like turns left. It's like all I have to do is believe. All I have to do is have faith in the heart of the cards. It's like so close. So close. And you know why? I honestly feel like they're really trying to take us over, through like a unconscious warfare, like mental warfare. Because you know what Japan doesn't believe in? Forgiveness. You know what they do believe in? Suicide. And there hasn't been a better combo since BB&J. All right, I'm done. Thank you. Andrew, remind everybody. Yeah. My sister was actually born in Japan, man. I take offense to that. She was born in Yokota, Japan. Yeah, it's for real. She's Japanese, bro. It's not time for justice. It's cool. They wouldn't let me write that as her ethnicity, so. No, it's cool. Yeah, my favorite part of your set, I had a couple of favorite parts. One was when you were just like, oh my God, me and Ben were so cute. Like, oh, me and Ben, we cute. You get me. Yeah. And then, your impression of a Japanese person. Your impression of a Japanese person sounded like a Japanese person trying to sound American. Like trying to speak, oh, what are we going to do? You sound like you're trying to sound, I don't know. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was good. Give it a friend. Did we do that right? I want you guys to keep that energy going. For someone who cannot be accused as racist either, Mr. Dwight Boy! Yeah! Nice.
All right. So I'm gonna start this out. Something happened like an hour ago, so I don't know how many punchlines are in this, but I'm gonna tell you all what happened. I was on my way here. This big fucking car accident. This truck was tailgating, and I let him go by, and he just plastered the car in front of him. So I'm so glad that wasn't me, cause I'd have been late to Pinboys. And that's also why I didn't stop either. But seriously, what the fuck am I gonna do, right? They don't want to hear my jokes. All I gotta do, knock. Who's there? Not a medic. Hey, what am I gonna do, right? Am I stop and ask if they're okay? And if they're not, I'll be like, well, help is on the way, I know my limits of what I can do. I have jumper cables in my car, and I think they needed more than that. Yeah, I don't think I'm an asshole. Another thing, have you guys heard of the shopping cart theory? Anybody? Yeah? So there's this theory where basically what you do with your shopping cart after you're done shopping, it's like it shows your character. Because there's nobody there to make sure you put the shopping cart up. There's nobody to make sure you don't just leave it in the middle of the road or whatever. So when I go shopping, after I'm done unloading my groceries, I go to the cart drop-off, I grab a cart, and I pull it out, and I leave it where my other cart was. Now there's 2 carts there. I'm creating jobs. At least making sure they're still needed, right? Yeah. Did I pass the test? Anyways. Anybody in here watch Marvel stuff? So I've been watching WandaVision, man, and spoilers ahead. Been watching WandaVision, and you know how Hydra is basically, I don't know if they are or not, but my vision of Hydra is like, they're basically Nazis, right? Yeah, they're like, Hail Hydra, like that's some Nazi shit. And then like I was watching, and they had this thing where like there's a character Vision, and they like reincarnated Vision, but he's like their incarnation of Vision, so he's white. And I was like, whoa, like yeah, like Nazis had a white Vision too. Connecting the dots, connecting the dots. I think old people come down on the younger generation way too hard for doing drugs. Like, have you ever seen the handful of pills that like any of your grandparents take every day? Like, nobody ever questions if any of those pills say like, I don't know, maybe like, do not operate a motor vehicle. Nobody questions that. And then you just like, you drive by these old people and you're like, goddamn old drivers. Like, that's why they're going 30 miles an hour to 45. And fuck up. Grandma is off a fucking bean and she's going to McDonald's. Let's see. I'm just kind of spitballing here. I've been trying to like figure out how to make my Tinder profile more appealing. So like I took a picture with me like posing in front of a fountain, like, I went and bought some running clothes to take a picture in. But then I thought about it, I was like what is my goal, right? What am I trying to get like some smoking hot chick, like get some trophy wife? So she can age old and wrinkle and then become a participation trophy wife? What happens? You get old and you're like, this chick can't cook. Oh well. I saw a choker with a Bible verse on it. It's like, isn't that kind of weird? What else are they putting Bible verses on that like Bible verses shouldn't go on? And I thought about it like, it's just like this, this vibrator, and etched into the side of it, it's like, Jesus wept. Let's see. Tyrell, you said you're on TikTok, man. I'm holding out on TikTok. I'm trying so hard to hold out on TikTok because I hate joining a social media platform, having no fucking followers, and then you have to do the most sellout shit to get followers. You got to do the most sellout shit to get followers. You put a million hashtags on your stuff, just hoping that somebody will see it. I know what your stuff looks like, right? You're like, you post something like hashtag stand up, hashtag comedy, hashtag stand, hashtag up.
Yeah.
I can't be that guy. I can't do it. So they tried to cancel. The worst thing about 2020 to me was like they tried to cancel Ellen. What the fuck is that? Cancel someone that's not wholesome. Cancel someone that's not giving people cars. It's like, what was she doing? She was being an asshole to people. Everybody here has probably had an asshole boss at some point in their life. And I'm like, she wasn't sexually harassing people, but I'm like, even if Ellen was scissoring chicks in the back room, like, let her have it, let that old dyke sharpen her blades.
Yeah.
I'll end on this. When I was getting hand sanitizer here at Pinboys, it made me think of this song lyric. This is really random, but this is the song lyric it made me think of. It goes, and I've been mixing it with water just to make it last a little longer, but now there's really nothing left. That's my time on the white boy.
Yeah. Keep going, white boy, everybody. Scissoring chicks. The white scissoring chicks. Anyway. Yeah, man. Hashtag it up on TikTok, bro. Except I'm trying to make myself stand out a little more. So I'm like, hashtag actual black dad. Still here, father. Came back from getting cigarettes. Like shit like that. I don't know. Hashtag comedy doesn't fucking work because I click on the hashtag before I put it on my fucking shit. I'm like, I don't want people to search this hashtag and think I'm any of these people. It's just like, I just don't, I don't know. Just not good at it. So We'll figure it out. I got white kids. People like seeing them in front of the camera, so I'm just gonna exploit them for now. Try to get them while they're still cute. Speaking of cute, your next comic's definitely in the running for the top cutest in the room right now. Pull your hands together for Mr. David Alvarado!
Hey now, how you guys doing tonight? Yeah, thanks for calling me cute, Tyrell. That actually really, like, you gotta understand. About a week ago, I saw this man eat shit like I've never seen anyone eat shit before. Like this man went like, oh my god, this like I gotta explain. I can't just say that without explaining it. This man let his dog out of his house. I was like, oh, should we look out for the dog? Like the door was open, the door at the front, like whatever. He's like, no, she's fine. As soon as he says that, this little bitch starts running. It's a tiny what kind of dog is it?
A miniature pincher.
A miniature pincher. This thing is fucking fast. This fucking thing bolted, and immediately Tyrell's like, fuck, and he like takes 2 steps, brushes like me aside, trying to get to the door. If I'm in that doorway, guys, it's gonna be a tough squeeze. A tough squeeze it was. I put Tyrell off balance so hard, this man twisted his own damn self into like the weirdest fall I've ever seen. I feel like if it was like if it was figure skating, this man would have gotten points even though he fell. You know what I mean? Like they would have, the judge been like, he went for it. You know? Oh, this dog went. It was funny as hell. Shit. I'm sorry, I just had to tell that story. How you guys feeling though? Like it's March 1st. It's March 1st. So it's a day of reflection for me always, because I think it's the first day that's not Black History Month since February. So I always like to look back and see what progress we've looked, as a society. And so you were talking, Joey was talking about manifesting earlier, and I manifested something myself this Black History Month. I've been joking a lot about how the best thing that could happen for Black History Month would be that Rush Limbaugh dies. And lo and behold, the motherfucker died. So I thought I had superpowers for a little while. I thought I manifested that shit. But then Andrew said, made me realize, oh my God, it's God. Ask and thou shalt receive. God did something for fucking Black people for once. Good Lord, it's been a while. All I'm saying is and then a week later, Tiger Woods gets in a terrible accident. So I guess the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. And that's really sad. They say that Tiger Woods might recover, might not, legs a little fucking bent the wrong way. I have hope that it's going to be okay though. Because, even if he's a fucking paraplegic at the end of all of this, there's still hope. Like he's gonna be able to slay again. Even Stephen Hawking cheated on his wife. Is what I'm saying. There's options. This man is not out. He's not out for the count. That's what I'm saying. He will return. Perkins waitresses everywhere should be on days. What the fuck am I talking about? Shit. Yeah. Oh fuck. All right, guys. Have you guys been to court lately? Anyone?
Wait, look at me!
Just me. Here's the thing. I haven't even been to court. It was online. I was in my underwear at home, wearing a tie. It's e-court. It happens over Zoom. It happens over the Zoom, and if you unmute yourself, when it's not your turn, your name hasn't been called, this judge will fucking rain down hell on you from his living room. It's so weird. It's so weird. So weird. Here's the thing, though. I sent a friend request to the bailiff because I wanted to get that job. That gotta be the best job, you put motherfuckers on mute all day. That's all you do. Also, probably in his underwear. He had a little badge plastic. I couldn't zoom in enough to see if it was actually real. So you could just fake being a cop, I guess. I think that's how that works. Yeah. Ebail it. Try to get it. Anyway. Have you guys, like, since this whole Wall Street bets thing happened, like, everyone's a fucking stockbroker, and I kind of hate it. I'm really annoyed by people because it's weird. Like, people try to flex a lot and really don't have any fucking reason to. Here's the thing. I heard a buddy of mine was bragging about how much he made in Bitcoins. Bitcoins. I was like, dude, you sound stupid right now. It's like a dude trying to tell you, I have betted many a hoe. Let me tell you. It's like, I don't believe you. You know what I mean? I have mated with many a female. Fucking bullshit. Anyway, all right, guys. I'm gonna end on this. Let's just face facts. I'm a fat fuck. You know what I mean? Like, people try to tell me I'm not. Try to make me feel better. It's like, don't assume that I'm also stupid, please. Like, you know, my self-esteem is low as it is. Like, my shirt has stretch marks. Let's not kid around. It's not fun. I'm wearing a prop. Anyway, yeah, so, like, I think I would be better at, like, working out and shit if I was better at keeping count. Because I was just losing count, and then I just, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And basically every rep is still failure. Here's another thing. I would eat healthier if it was socially acceptable to eat salads with your hands. You know what I mean? I would literally just tear that shit up. I would do like you know how fat people like eat the chips and then like, you know, you got the last bit of the bag. You gotta like open it up and just pour it in like a fucking fat thug. And like I would do that with salad like bags if it was appropriate. You know, I would eat the salad like groceries. You know what I mean? All right, guys, toss it up. Thank you very much. Give us a title shot for Tip Dave.
Give it up around, everybody. We would say, make sure to take care of your bartender, Dave. Give it up for Dave to take care of it. I don't know if I can call him the bartender there. He's holding the bar down while he brings us drinks. It's good. It's great. So you're talking about Tiger Woods, man, whether or not he's going to be fucking again? You know what I used to say to get white girls to fuck me? Since I was the only black dude around, like, I'm the Tiger Woods of sex. I'm like the Tiger Woods of fucking. So he just has to say, I'm me. I'm fucking. I'm Tiger Woods, bitch. Fucking. He'll be all right. He'll be good. This is my 9-inch iron. This next comic's pretty good with 9 inches as well. Put your hands together for Mr. Justin T.
Tyrell fucks like Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Everyone waits 10 years and until there's a possibility of money before they admit it. Tyrell Shackelford, his special drops March 5th. Typical black guy. I'm excited for that. I will be hitting the share button. Not to brag or throw a real comedian under the way, but I got 16 Twitter followers. And they will be seeing a typical black guy on Friday. Uptight. I like masturbating with whiskey. It makes my dick smell drunk. I like masturbating with mouthwash. Ladies. I like masturbating with Coors Light. It's an aphrodisiac for fat redneck chicks. Taylor Edwards is like, now I know how to get them line dancing bitches. I'm not saying every woman's vocal cords are located in their vagina. Stick with me. Remember, we're having fun. I'm just saying, if you get on the internet and you look up one of them squirting videos, it only sounds like, coincidence? King Dave's like, that's where the motherfuckers are located. I'm from far enough south that, like, high school was weird. I knew this girl, we'll call her Shelby, because her name was Shelby. But I went to school with 17 Shelbys. You have to choose whether it's one of the 14 Shelby Anns, the 2 Shelby Maries, or the 3 Shelby Lees. They like that name. I don't know. But in high school, Shelby, you know, a lot of high schoolers, they're having the sex. They're talking about the sex. And her friends have talked to her about the fellatio. You know what I'm saying? That tongue on privates. And Shelby was like, I've never heard about that in Sunday school. I don't know if I'm going to like that. So she went to her kitchen. She grabbed a jar of Jif peanut butter. And she went outside, and she had a very, very big difficulty, because outside she had 5 dogs. She had 1 Great Dane, 1 Saint Bernard, and 3 Black Labs. And they love peanut butter. So she gets out there, they're attacking her for the peanut butter. Don't get ahead of me. She has more class than let a dog lick her. She had to make it past those 5 big dogs to get to the barn that had the horses.
Oh, shit.
We'll just take a moment to talk about horses. Proud animal, right? You think about horses, it's strong. It just stands there, you see the cuts in its, is it arms or legs? Does it matter front or back? Their leg arms are just buff. And I said horse, and everybody immediately thought about his penis. Y'all are weird. Y'all ain't from the south as I'm from. We think about how hands tall they are. So she makes it past the dogs. She gets into the barn. You know, horses, she had like 3 Clydesdales and then 2 like Spaniards, all very tall. And she had, and they love peanut butter. Oh boy. Oh boy, the peanut butter. So she had to situate herself right. She had to situate it. She slapped some peanut butter down there. And then her cousin Jacob came out of nowhere, got right up in there. That boy loves peanut butter. I went to school with her cousin Jacob. Boy will do anything for peanut butter. Let y'all think about it. I'm from far enough south that that's how you tell a real kissing cousin story. Get out of my face with all that other bullshit. Because I'm from far enough south that they go, Kentucky, kissing cousins? Oh, redneck, go to prom with your mom, make your brother dad mad. Yeah. Hey, you're Southern, you fuck your sister? I hated that those kind of got bigger laughs than my peanut butter joke. I'm from far enough south that if you're from far enough north, I think you actually want to fuck your cousin. And that's what I'm trying to say. Thank you all very much. Shout out to Justin Team. Keep going for your host. It's special drops on Friday. Tyro Shackelford.
Cousin fucking Justin T. I have heard that. Oh, you from Cousin Fuck Virginia? The fuck does that even mean? You sound jealous. I like the idea of going, like a right song, don't be. Okay. Fucking awesome. I fucking love ate more pussy than the SPCA. Boy, your hands together for Mr. Taylor Edwards.
I'm trying, Tyler. I've been thinking about your son all night, Tyrell.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
What? Ever since he took an interest in face fucking monsters, I've been like, this kid might be on his own. No. Hey, if he is interested, you know, we do live in the future. You can give him like a full extended alien universe, like codex, like a book, if he's really interested. It's awesome. But I don't know. It's like one of the best things about living in the future. Anything you think of is like literally right there. Like I've been like fleshlights are so far advanced. I was able to find my ex-girlfriend's pussy. You understand how awesome that is? Like you can buy the fleshlight of the girl you wish you fell in love with. Future, dude. Everything is here, right at our fingertips. Literally. Oh, that's awesome. No, we all are talking about Tiger Woods too. I just like that Tiger Woods finally made a decision, like a committed decision, to tell us all he is in fact Asian. And we were all wondering, you're like, you're cheating on your white wife, you know, running away from her, crashing your car on drugs, looking pretty black. And then he goes and does it like, just sober. Just like normal. And then turns one of his legs into chopsticks. You trying to tell us something, Tiger? Come on. Your name's Tiger. Where do tigers come from? He's been telling us for a while, guys. I've been seeing a lot of like loser shit online. Like I don't know. I've been seeing a lot like my age group, my friends being like, it's crazy. You know, when you're a kid, you wish for birthday parties and slip and slides, and now you're just happy you can organize your dishes. Like, why are you excited when you see a product that makes your dishes easier or doing laundry or any household chore? Is that making it? You guys made it now? You saved 5 minutes on household chores? Is that the peak? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me to be excited about that. I'll be excited when I walk into my kitchen and the white lady I pay to clean it is there. You understand? Oh, I made it. I'm doing good. I'm a grown up now. White people clean my stuff. Not some shitty Mexican, like a fucking white lady. Like, that's real money. You understand? That's not like I have to do this or the cartel kills my sister. Like, this is good shit. This is that like French training. They don't mind if you just pull your dick out kind of thing. I don't know. That's making it to me. I guess I think different than all of you. Y'all are fucking need to get on my level. Thinking too small. I like girls who look me in the eye when they blow it. Anybody else? I don't know. I just feel like that's the strongest physical language version of consent. There's no way around like you want to do this, right? Like when you're just like bam, like right here into the soul kind of thing, just like
There's no other way you wouldn't. Some people think it's awkward. To me, I'm just like, I am the captain. Thank you. I didn't even have to say it. She just knew. I think I'm gonna get out of here on this. You don't have to give me the light, Tyrell. I see you. I think I figured out the test for racism. I know we've been trying to figure it out for a while, but I feel like being a delivery guy, I've been through enough variables. Like I think I figured it out, and it's any white person that is upset that their dog likes you is racist as shit. Like they won't even let a fucking animal appreciate you. Like I have dog treats in my car just in case the dog gets a little wild. I can do something before choking it. Here, take this. I don't want to kill you. And then I have to pay your owner $50. But like, I went to a house today, and this big old German Shepherd. His name's D-Man. Cool ass dog. He loves me. His owner does not. And it's like super apparent. Because like the first time I came to this place, like I get out of the van, he runs up, I'm like, oh, what's cool? Fucking dog, awesome. Loving on him. His owner comes out, she's like, D-Man, get over here. And I'm like, he's fine. And she didn't say it, but her face was like, he's not fine. Actually, I've been trying to train him to kill diggers, and he's just licking them up. Demon, get back here! I'm like, it's fine, dude. It's not fine. Why does he like you? Why are you upset? How does that not prove racist? Like, why are you upset that your dog likes a black person? It's because you're mad one fucked your dog. Anyways, I'm get out of here.
Taylor Dog fucking Edwards, everybody! Coming up with new names for everybody. Pretty cool again, man. I'm thinking a lot about my son, and I wasn't going to tell people this because I wasn't sure how I felt about this situation when we were driving earlier today, and my son goes, "What's that black guy doing over there?" See, black guy ain't wearing. He goes, "He's dressed like a robber." And it was a dude, a black dude, sitting under a tree, had black shoes on him, black pants, black shirt, fucking mask on, and a black hat. And he goes, "Why would a black guy dressed like a robber?" I said, "I don't know, man." He goes, "He can't be very good, because I can obviously see that he's a robber. And if I was a cop, I would arrest him." And I said, "I'm definitely very wrong." I didn't mean to call back to my shit, but I was like, I don't know how to feel about this, man. It's just like, fucking kid, like, he just, but he's not wrong, because I kept looking at the dude, too. I'm like, he can see a staring at him, man. And he like he's staring. Get the fuck out of here. Turns out it was just your next comic waiting on the bus. So everybody, put your hands together. So this is
I'll keep it going for Tyrell Shackle for y'all. Tyrell looks like the kind of guy that trains his kids that all black guys dressed in clothes are robbers. There goes a robber. That's the guy that fixed the cable, son. Not him. Just wait until Monday open night comedy. You'll see him. I'm a bad guy for relationship advice. I just realized that today. I don't give like stay together type of advice. I noticed that like 5 relationship advices in. My homeboy called me today. He's ready to kill himself about a relationship, and I was like, man, fuck that bitch. He's like, is she pregnant? Man, fuck her and that kid. Listen, don't you realize black men already have a stereotype, so it's not like you're setting the trend. Like, fuck that kid. You know? I can see if you were the first dad to step out. Then it's like, all right, stick around. But it's like, it's a trend now. Fuck. I don't even want to raise my kids. I'm looking at Tyrell. Tyrell's a good candidate. Like if I decide to cheat and leave my girl, I'm gonna introduce her to Tyrell. I go to see my son like 10 years later. He's like, "Mom, that Robert's back again, and he's bearing gifts." I'm like, "Yeah, son. This is what child support do." Speaking of child support, that's the biggest bullshit on earth. I've never heard a white guy complain about child support. It only affects the black community. Anybody in here pay child support that's not black? Anybody in here that's not black have any kids? Just white boy Ed. Just the white boy Ed, the guy that tells everybody he's white. Who feels the need to tell everybody he's white boy. And his name is Andy. Even though it's not Ed. That's a black chick. Well, it could be a black dad. Hey, he doesn't take care of his kids. I know that. Have you ever been in a fight and you realized that you wasn't ready for the intensity of the fight? Like you ever go to fight somebody like, "Look, man, we just gonna fight in the parking lot, get this shit over with." Then you hear his girl say some shit like, "And you better fucking kill him too." You like, "Whoa, wait a goddamn minute. Kill him? I just wanted a simple fight and then be over with." It's in the fucking black neighborhood. I didn't think I was gonna make it. So I became a robber with my handy disguise as work clothes, which you can tell obviously came from a homeless person. I just realized today that I'm not mad at homeless people. I'm actually jealous. Because I was talking to a homeless guy. I was like, "Man, how the fuck can you stand out here all day begging for change?" He said, "Man, I make $70 an hour." Instantly, I was envious of him, and I wanted him dead and off the streets. I said, "You make how much a fucking hour?" He said, $70. And I was like, "You want my change?" Like, motherfucker, I'm nowhere near $70 an hour. My pride just won't let me do it. But instantly, I saw myself strangling him to death right in front of Wawa. Like, seriously. Like, that's some bullshit. Fuck, they just stand out there all day begging for change. And they make $70 an hour. Think about that the next time you give some change to a random homeless guy. You know what I'm saying? Do anybody give money to random homeless people? Just Tyrell. And he quit his fucking job. He quit his fucking job to support a guy that makes $70 an hour. Aren't you fucking bright? I guess we know where you'll be in 10 years.
Right next to him.
But like, comedy hasn't paid off, but this begging sure is working. That sucking dick on the side. Since that's your alternate career these days. Comedy is a hard business. I'm gonna say that to all aspiring comedians. Comedy is a hard business. If you do in the event decide to quit your job and start doing comedy, be prepared to be broke. Be prepared to just be a Pinboys for the rest of your life. Who knows? Maybe he'll work his way up the bartender. You know. They're like, "Are you gonna quit your career to become a comedian?" I was like, "Fuck no." My last name isn't Hart. What the fuck you think? Like, I love comedy, but I don't love comedy like that. Fuck that. I don't love comedy to be broke and funny. Like, I don't want to be broke and funny. I'd rather be non-funny and rich than broke and funny as hell. Until those motherfuckers can catch up, fuck that. Work my ass off. We'll come to every open mic room other than mine, dressed like a goddamn construction worker. And I'm a goddamn door-to-door salesman. This ain't even what I work in. I just put this shit on to come in here. So y'all can feel sympathetic for me. They look at me like, "Oh, King David's working all night. Let's let him win. Fuck it." They don't know I had a 3-piece suit on the party line. Don't walk up to my window, by the way. If I pull up and you just walk up to my window, I might be naked. Because I don't wear underwear under my clothes. And if you look down to see, you can fucking get it. You know, when you say certain shit, like, "I don't have any underwear," you see people's eyes like, you're like, "Watch that motherfucker. Matthew, turn your head." I'd be like, "Not in a million years, fucker." No, I'm just joking. Come and think about that. You know, I was, of course, as Mr. Alvarado said, King David's a convicted felon. Thank you for putting my fucking life story out there, you piece of shit. Listen, this is a deterrent for prison. There's 3 times you're going to be naked around other people in prison. When you go to visit, when you take a shower, and damn near any other thing you want to do in prison requires you to strip butt naked. I hated prison. But I'm looking at Matthew like, "Matthew, this would be the perfect place for you to go. If this is your fucking career choice. Like, you're always naked. Like, it's a plethora of nakedness in fucking prison." I ain't never had to strip to go inside of a building. Like they like strip, turn around and cough. I was like, I'm tears coming down my eyes and shit, farting, Anyway, that's my main man. I can't get the fucking cigarette. I try to be cool and like do one last puff before I got out of here. Like I wanted to do some cool shit. Like I wanted like one last final fucking puff. But the cigarette was like deceiving me and shit. Like all my fingers don't work the way they're supposed to, is what I'm saying. But anyway, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here because I got the light. March 20th, I'll be shooting my special in Richmond, man. It's been a long time coming, man. I've been doing comedy, if you do not know, man, for 10 years. Apparently, clap it up for that one time. I was doing comedy for 10 years. 7.5 of those years were in prison. But I'm a legend in prison. Like, if I go to prison right now, I'm like the Kevin Hart of penitentiary. Like, I can go to any fucking prison right now, and I'm the shit. Fuck y'all. I don't care what y'all say here at fucking Pinboys. Fucking penitentiary legend. I need to button my shirt up all the way. But anyway, I'll be shooting my special in Richmond, man. March 20th at a place called Another Round. I do have tickets available. It's also on Eventbrite. I also have physical tickets. So if you want to come up there, man, and come support the King, man, and watch history in the making, it would not be like Terrell's piece of shit. Tyrell just turned his open mic night into a special that made us wait a fucking hour and didn't tell us until we got here. That's some bullshit. He tricked his crowd to be there. I'm asking you to willingly participate in my show. I'm not gonna wait till you get there and say, hey, by the way, I'm shooting the special. It's 7 hours long. We didn't want to do the open mic. But anyway, man, I love y'all, Pinboys, man. I thank all of y'all, man. I appreciate the comedian. Oh, wait.
How much are your tickets, Dave? $25.
Jesus Christ. Only got a few left.
Well, if you win tonight, I'm just going to give you a free ticket. And if King Dave wins, I'm just going to tell him I'll be at his show. See you at the show, bud. March 20th, another round up in Richmond. I performed there, man. It's a nice place. I'm good. Give it up for King Dave as if you didn't get the hint before. They'll literally just let anybody call anything they record a special. So that was true. No, that's good. He's good. Well, as we all know, Dave said he's famous around the penitentiary, but this next comic is about to be famous around the penitentiary based on the advice he was just given. Put your hands together for the deepest throw in the room, Mr. Matthew Larson.
I got caught abusing the recycling bin the other day. My roommate came outside and he caught me dumping dirty cat litter in it. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, honestly, something you weren't supposed to see. Our trash can gets so full because there's 3 of us living in a house. So I've been using the recycling bin as an extra trash can. I'll pretty much pack it down as much as I can with whatever I want. And I'll throw a bunch of plastic bottles on top and metal to camouflage it. I'm all about that presentation. He's like, "You can't dump dirty cat litter in a recycling bin." Well, the trash can's always full, and I refuse to take it out to the woods and dump it. That's cat littering. When I'm out and about shopping for cat litter, not once do I even consider the organic, overpriced, natural products, because it's just a fucking shit box. And I refuse to pay my hard-earned money on some fancy product that my cat's just going to end up crapping on. She doesn't care. I don't care either. You guys think I have a specific preference on where I like to scope out the area and plant my night soil? Nope. Any pod will do. But yeah, the organic cat litter, it doesn't even seal odors.
I'm out to find the most hazardous, anti-eco-friendly, overabundance of chemical products litter that I can find on the market because that's the stuff that works best. And I hate foul smells. The cat's only going to be in the box for a few seconds. She, it could be the most harmful product, but she'll be fine. You guys have heard of Fresh Step. That stuff's not good enough. If it was me manufacturing cat litter, my product would be twice as deadly and toxic. I would release chemical warfare on all fecal matter. The name brand for my product, you ask? Death Step. So I got a cat at our house who likes to play around and roll in her litter box. Thought she looks real cute. We hung that bitch out the window one night when it rained and brought her back in. Been calling her Moist Deputy ever since. She gonna learn. Fuck around and feline out. So for my next joke, I'm gonna need your guys' help if you can help me out at all. You see, I got this joke and I don't think it's racist. I'm hoping it's not racist. I don't think it's racist. I asked one of my black employees at work and he said, "No, man, you should be good." But you all seem like a cool crowd and I just want to run it by you. You think you can help me out? Or? Okay, cool. So, Black History Month is finally over.
Oh, man.
And in honor of that, I decided to give up using tanning beds. It just doesn't feel right anymore. Second part of the joke, okay? You guys ready?
I don't know if I want to.
I'm laying in a tanning bed. I don't know if you're picking up the analogy. Ugh, fucking dirty tanning bed. Okay, second part of the joke. Why does it feel like I'm laying in this box that reeks of white privilege?
Yeah.
Is that good or? It's not like the funniest joke, but I just want to make sure it's not racist and all. So. But I mean, it's good, right? It's not racist. But see, you picked up on the joke because white people tan and black people don't really tan, I guess. Okay, so now, I'm going to tell you guys a racist joke. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Racism and white privilege, not Parsons, everybody. That's good. That's good. That's good, man. That is good. I learned something a long time ago doing comedy, and I heard it best put into words by actually Don. He said, always ask, don't ask permission, ask forgiveness. Just fucking do it, man. Yeah. Just fucking do it. Fucking go for it. Like, honestly, if you ever do that joke again, just do it. Just fucking do it. Put your balls on the floor like you did, and see what happens, man. It's good. I think, it's good. I like it. It's definitely racist, but I like it. I think it's racist against white people, though, which is the good kind of racism. So I don't think the kind of racism you're allowed to do. But it's good. It's good. I like the smell of white privilege in the morning. You didn't say that. But yeah. No, it's cool. I like it. I don't know if I said that. You guys having a good time? So you guys having a good time out there? This next comic, I am 100% sure is not racist. So put your hands together for Mr. Ricky Sforza.
Y'all still drink Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola put out a memo to everybody that worked at Coca-Cola recently. Said, "Be less white." I'm about to make a T-shirt. It says, "Be less white, be more orange." I like that. Be less white, be more Caucasian. Be less white, be more Aryan. Yeah, well, the thing is, everybody like thinks Aryan is like pure like blonde and blue eye. It's not. Aryan is Indian people. That's what Hitler was all about. That his Indian brothers. The Nazi symbol is a backwards Indian symbol. And he's just trying to make everybody Indian so he have real bad customer support. So someone's like, oh, what are those Indian guys do customer support have like those like turbans and super like long crazy dreads and all? Like, no, all those guys, Indians that are doing customer support are like Jersey Shore dudes. Like they're Indian Jersey Shore guys. They're not the like untouchables where they like take baths in the Ganges and roll little weed balls in their palms and smoke them. So I spent a lot of time like painting and fixing houses for my job, and I don't understand why people are trying to make the outside in front of their house inviting. Why the fuck? Why would you want your house like, hey, come here, we got cool shit here. Come on in. You notice that the one thing that all those houses have in common, they don't have any shit on the porch. There's nothing out front. You know how you get people from wanting to come to your house? Put a bunch of shit on your porch. They're like, oh, they just got garbage. They got so much garbage they can't keep it in the house. What am I getting there? What am I going to the house to get more garbage? So my front porch is littered with furniture. That was like one thing I looked forward to when I was like moving to the south. I was like, oh, you can fucking put a couch on the porch. That's sick, and no one will think you're fucked up if you do it. Like if you do that shit in California, they're like, oh, don't go over there. That's fucking like a Rob Zombie movie going on in there. Danzig's making a horror movie. That shit looks pretty dope. Anybody here to Danzig? I like to make my house look as scary as fuck. Like, so I have like a table out front, and I put like all kinds of towels on it. Because I feel like as a best home security, you're like, well, somebody's chilling out here all the time. There's somebody. If I fucking come up here, this guy's probably gonna come out with a cup of coffee and a little sword. I go out. Sometimes I'll hang out on the front porch with a BB gun. I wish they would. Bring it, fucking bring it. Come up here. Fucking. That shit, I always like think, I have the same thought whenever someone comes up to my door, like a Jehovah's Witness or a Paramount building supply person or whatever the fuck, a meat salesman, whatever these goddamn people keep coming up to your front fucking door in Virginia for. Whenever I like tell them like no thanks and close the door and like they go away, I'm like, that was a missed opportunity. I wish my girlfriend wasn't home. I gotta drag him inside and kill him and eat him or something. I mean, you're coming to my house. I'm not going to get you. You're coming here, like, I should be allowed to kill you and eat you. What's that, what's that law called? King's Castle Domain? I'll use that in court. Like, yeah, I had to eat those fucking people. They're trying to break into my house. The worst regret I ever had was one time when I lived in California, these two hot Mormon chicks came to my door and converted me to Mormonism. And I was home alone. And I was like, man, I could have totally sucked them into the house and abducted them, done whatever I wanted. Damn. You ever regret not doing stuff to people? When they come to your front door and bother you? I'm out here staring at the sun trying to fucking faint next to the sliding glass door. You're fucking banging on the door. What the fuck? You ever do that? You get up too fast from the couch and stare at the sun for a few minutes and then pass out against the sliding glass door? Happens like 3 times a week for me. Oh, I got up too quick. You think there's a problem if you're like constantly fainting? Like I faint like 6 times a week just from getting up too fast. I think it's like, you know, they're like all these people have these drugs they sell on TV, and they're like, oh, if you have diarrhea, you should probably go to the doctor. It's not normal to have diarrhea. What? You should get diarrhea is like a 3 times a week minimum. Like Like if I would feel like there's something wrong with me if I didn't have diarrhea like every other day. That's just poop. That's just what you do. That's what I do now. I just have diarrhea more often than not. Like fucking, sometimes you gotta eat 4 oranges before you go to bed. All right, have a good one, Pinboys.
Here's what's on, everybody. Yeah, man, those door-to-door people come to my house all the time, man. I love it. I love it. Every time they come to the door, just open the door, all inviting, and I don't let them in. I just stand there at the door, let them do their spiel, and my son never wears any clothes. He's always in his underwear. His favorite food is ketchup, so he always has like red rings around his face. He always looks a little bit freshly beaten in the face, is what I like to say. So I just stand there and let this person talk while my son comes up to the door in his underwear and says, "Are you going to come back and finish playing with me?" And I say, "Yes, I will be playing with you in a minute as soon as this nice man leaves me alone." And they just look at how uncomfortable the situation is. I say, "If you'd like to come in and participate," no problem. What were you saying about putting in new windows? Like, are they soundproof? What's going on? That's cool. Anyway, this next comic also likes to run around my house in his underwear. Put your hands together for Mr. Don Hughes.
I bought this hat on Amazon this week because I thought it looked cool. And then I put it on and I realized I looked like Gilligan ate the skipper. So because I'm eating ginger pussy later. It works out. Much like Matt Parsons, I too am excited that we made it through Black History Month. Give it up for that. We made it. We made it through, guys. And I woke up this morning and Facebook's covered with this Happy International Women's Day. I was like, what the fuck? The dark winter continues. What is this shit? 31 days for women? Wait, women get a whole month? We're only doing a day for 9/11. I guess women's existence is a bigger tragedy than 9/11. 31 days, fellas, and we're free. Because you know what April is, right? International Guitar Month. That's not, you can't fuck up International Guitar Month. They're not doing any parades or fucking virtue signaling for Jimmy Page. Just gonna do a bunch of acid, listen to songs that are 15 minutes long. On repeat. I saw a guy walking his dog the other day, and he was like 10 feet ahead of me. The dog took a shit, and he just kept going. I was like, "Hey man, you gotta clean up after your dog, asshole." He was like, "He's a seeing eye dog." He turned around, he had sunglasses on. I was like, "Oh." So now for like the last 2 or 3 days, I've spent every waking hour fantasizing about kicking his fucking little cane out from under him and grabbing him by the back of the neck and putting his face in it. Like, well, can you smell that, daredevil? Can ya? No more excuses. Clean it back to your fucking dog, folks. I don't like service dogs in general. I think it's a bad thing to have. Because they're like strippers. Like, you see one, you're like, "Oh, I want to touch it." But you're not allowed to touch them while they're working. You're fucking bullshit. You look like a good girl. I want to see it. I want to see it for myself. I want to touch that spot and make you keep your leg funny. Peanut butter. Who's talking peanut butter earlier? Why don't the Paralympics and Special Olympics have cage fighting? It doesn't say like the Special Olympics, you don't want to see 2 retarded people fight to the death. I do, because you know they're not fighting when the bell rings. It's going to take 6, 7 guys, each retard, to pull them apart. The Paralympics, that's the only time you might get to see a one-legged man win an ass kicking contest. We're saying we're missing out. Mr. Potato Head is no longer a mister. They took the man's dick. They're coming for imaginary dicks. They're not just coming for your kids' dicks. They're coming for shit that doesn't even have dicks. They're trying to take dicks that don't even exist. I'm not surprised that the guy who keeps everything he owns in his ass is part of the LGBT community. Like, nobody was surprised by that. But you're gonna take my man's dick? We reach for comment, Miss Potato Head, and you're like, are you gonna drop the message? She's like, nah, he owns some French fried faggot shit. But y'all know Miss Potato Head's black. At least in my head, Miss Potato Head's black as shit. What does gender neutral Potato Head even come with? Like blue hair, a Molotov cocktail, and a fucking diary entry about how he was molested as a spud? When he opens his ass door and goes, I don't care. It's 2021. I've given up on politics. I've given up on all that shit. I only want one thing. That's a shot-for-shot re-edit of the movie Hook with Robin Williams. Except it's just an entire movie where he's trying to remember that his happy thought is the N-word. Like that scene where all the Lost Boys are like pretending to get the food and shit. And Peter's like, what? And then all of a sudden he looks up at the fat black kid and he sees he's eating chicken and watermelon. And all the Lost Boys are like, you're doing it, Peter. Doing what? You're remembering. And then he remembers, he starts flying, you know that scene where he's fucking flying with the Lost Boys, and they're all like, yeah, Peter! And then he lands, and Rufio's like, holy shit, he's back, I gotta give him the sword. He gets down, he fucking gives him the sword. He's like, hey, you can fight, you can fly, but can you? He's like, ah, but instead of crowing, he just says the N-word like a rooster would. I feel like just letting each person imagine what that sounds like is funnier than actually trying to attempt it. And then there's a scene where he like fights Hook, and Hook doesn't know he can fly and shit yet, so he's like, you're a bad father, Peter, like Dustin Hoffman, like telling him, you're a kid, you kids don't love you anymore. He's like, no, you're wrong, Hook, because I came back, and the only people that don't come back for their kids are not good fathers! And then he just flies, and Hook's like, I know you thought it in your head. All right, my name's Don Hughes, my host, Tyrell Shackleton.
Not Hughes, everybody. I gotta watch Hook again. I don't. I've never beat like that at all. No, actually, I've never seen Hook, so I don't know. I was like, hey, I don't know if any of this is accurate. Sounds entertaining. You have to look over some of Robin Williams' notes about the N-word. Pretty good. Anyway. This next comic looks like he was an extra in Hook. Put your hands together for Mr. Ben Stein!
How are you guys doing? Year of COVID, I think now, the whole year. And since open mics have been ruined, I've been trying to think of new ways to like test material. And I got the best way. Crank calling the suicide hotline. Oh my God. That's what I do if I have a bit. Like one of those bits that are like every day, like, what's the deal with this? I just call them and then I tell it to them under the guise that I'm gonna kill myself. Like, I just want to know why. When you're making scrambled eggs, you don't always stay perfect. When you want to make a suicide oven, fucking explode. Why does that happen? They're like, are you gonna be okay for the rest of the night? Probably not. Because you didn't laugh at that. If you get them to laugh, you know it's a good joke. It's like the American fucking version of the British guards with the hat. Like if you can make them laugh, you're funny. But yeah, you ever heard the saying, I'm saving that for a rainy day or whatever? Like I'm saving, yeah. You know what I'm saving for a rainy day? Getting a hooker. That's what I'm doing. Because it's sad to spend a rainy day by yourself. Is not. I don't want to use the hooker for sex. I just want to use it for rainy day activities. You're like, all right, I hired you. You want to do this puzzle with me? And she's like, don't you want me to suck your dick? I'm like, not really. Help me with the border. So what do I do? Just color by numbers or fucking houses of cards or like play Guess Who. It's not illegal. You can hire them to be your friend. It's not illegal. I don't know if the pimp's into it. I don't know if he's gonna break through the door and be like, stop pillow fighting. It's against the rules again. Only I hit her with the pillow. It's like, okay. Cool. I went to a jam session the other day, played guitar with a guy, and now he keeps hitting me up to be in a band with him. That's like forever. He always hits me up to be in a band. And it's annoying because he's clingy. Like, you can have sex with a girl multiple times before she even thinks about being like, what are we? But we play guitar with a guy once. He's like, let's start a fucking band. Like, we have a connection. What are we doing? What are we doing here? And then you have to find a way to break up with a band member. Like, because after you get done, he's like, what do you think about this name? You're like, look, I don't like labels. I don't want to put a label on our band. I'm just jamming around right now. He's like, but you met my parents. I'm like, look, we're in your garage. Like, okay. I don't like, like mental health stuff. They're like trying to come up with the right words for it. Like, they keep changing words. Like, retarded is like intellectually disabled now and stuff like that. I don't like that because now, like, I can still tell you're trying to see if I'm autistic or not. Like, I can still, the words aren't helping. You're like, so are you on the spectrum? Like, look, it's a spectrum. Like, everybody's on the spectrum somewhere. She's like, yeah, but like, you're on the spectrum. Like, I know I'm on the spectrum. Like, it's a color spectrum. Like, I'm purple, you're periwinkle. You know what I mean? Like, okay. You ever think like the universe or like God's talking to you, or like random moments? Like, I was walking one day and I had headphones in, and then on the sidewalk there was a bee like dying, not having a good time, just fucking withering away. And I was like, should I step on this bee and like end its misery, or like what do I do? And then my headphones was like, let it be, let it be. Wow, thank you, God. I'm not going to step on this bee now. You're right, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to let it suffer and die on the sidewalk. But, I heard you can give them like sugar water to kill a bee, but the Beatles never wrote a song, but so God couldn't tell me that. Basically, he's not going to like stop. He's not going to start speaking to people just to explain how to save a bee and then go back to not talking to you anymore. I think the difference between a motel and a hotel is a motel is just a hotel someone got murdered at. I think that's something. All right. Where else are we going? There's a lot of books on how to be happy. There's like a whole genre of books on like what you have to do to find happiness. There's not one book on how to be sad. It's the easiest thing you can do. It's so simple. Like, to be happy, you have to think about positive thoughts, positive affirmations, mantras and shit. To be sad, all you have to do is think. Just 8 minutes, maybe. You'll get there. Subway has a class action lawsuit against them. I don't know if you guys know that. There's a class action lawsuit against Subway because some fucking loser took a tuna sandwich and did an independent DNA test on the tuna, and it's not tuna. But what do you expect? Like, it's not tuna, but it's also not any discernible fish protein. It's just what it is. It's just Subway tuna. You have no idea but you're still gonna eat it. This is Subway. Like, they're lying to you. They've been lying to us for years. Like, remember the guy that took the ruler and measured the sandwich and it was 11 inches? He's like, this is 11 inches. They're like, you want me to throw it away? He's like, no, I'm still gonna eat it. But I'm gonna sue you now. Like, it's 11 inches. And fucking the bread is made of plastic now or whatever. They lie to you. Like, you fucking order a $5 foot-long tuna sandwich. It's fucking $7. It's 11 inches. The bread's plastic. The tuna just isn't anything. It's just something made. All right, whatever. They're fucking lying. All right. The tuna sandwich is a turn the frog thing.
Good job, everybody. Proof that Subway sandwiches are turning into a boys' game. 4 straight. I don't know. You guys ready for your last comic? I can see you. So for the 4 people that clapped, you can stay in the room. Everyone else that's ready for the last comic can stay here. Now make sure you guys ready for the last comic of the evening. Coming all the way from the closest chair to the stage. Put your hands together for Mr. Ray Curlew.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. I don't know. Holy shit. You said, ready for your next comedy? I was like, I'm not ready for the next comedy. I don't know what to do. Oh, man. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank God. Nature is healing. People are on the slots and shit. Thank God. I was really feeling bad about our comedy thing because it's like nobody would come in during comedy, not even to gamble away their life savings. It's like, fuck, man. I don't know, man. So gamble away your home or something, please. Is comedy that bad? It's like, fuck. This is my bullshit. So I don't know if you guys saw. I saw recently online. I remember way back, like when I was younger, I remember I saw an article about reverse racism, and I didn't know what it meant. So I was like, we should reverse racism. That's a great fucking idea. And then I learned what reverse racism was, and it was when a minority is racist to a white person, and I was like, that's an even better idea. Fuck the white people. So it's great. Fuck you, shit. For the color of your skin. That feels weird. That feels weird. This is my racial set. It's my political. I'm Dennis Miller up here, motherfucker. Okay, let's get serious. Politics in this country is crazy. Fucking PC culture. I noticed, everybody's into politics. Everybody's like so extremist and shit. And it's true, you know. Like I went to the beach recently, and I saw this Palestinian guy like fucking shredding waves. This Palestinian dude's crazy on a surfboard, and I was like, oh fuck, now that's a radical Muslim. Holy shit. Not all Palestinians are Muslim. That's the fucking thing. I'm not even gonna say it. No, I'm noticing I'm a shitty wingman. Like I'm a horrible wingman. Like I remember my friend he was hitting on this girl, and he was like, "Nigga, let's talk whatever, you know what I mean? I'm trying to take you home, blah blah blah." And she was like, "Nah, you're probably a virgin." And I was like, I came in as a wingman. I was like, he's not a virgin. We just finished fucking. And he's like, what are you doing? I was just fuck shit up. I'm horrible. I'm really bad. What the fuck are you gonna do? I'm not even a good like main guy. Like if I'm not the wingman and I'm in the relationship, I'm even shitty there. Like I'm being really honest here, okay, guys? So just be fucking cool, all right? I remember I was with this girl in college. We were in bed. It was hot and heavy, and she started laughing for a second, and I looked at her. I was like, "You better have thought of the funniest joke in the entire world if you would have played this song." Like it's horrible. I can't go around telling women I have giggled it. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't have giggled. That's fucking. All right, I giggled it. All right, well, all right. Doesn't have giggled it. No, I don't know. It's rough, man. I don't think I'm that tall. I don't think I'm short either. Like when I'm at the store, you know, occasionally women will ask me to reach stuff at the top shelf, but like the difference between me and actually tall people is that it's much harder to ask a woman for a number after you just were on your tippy toes in front of them. Like you can't be on your tippy toes in front of a woman and ask her out on a date. You just can't do it. You know, that's all. It's fucked up. It's like if you trip and fall in front of a woman, you're like, nah, you a stepdad. Like you fuck.
I don't know. It's worse than that. It's fucking hard, dude. I don't know. Another thing I asked recently, I was with my psychiatrist, and he told me that I was blowing my problems out of proportion. So he said I should get a shrink instead. No, but I have crippling depression, and no, it's weird. I feel like mental illness is serious, but it's also funny. It's just. Because I feel like back in the day, you could have mental illness as long as it was work yourself to death mental illness. You can't unless you're a woman. If you're a woman, if you have work yourself to I want to enter the workforce. This bitch is fucking crazy. That's why you give this money. Then it gonna I don't know. Yeah, fucking. So my time, I'm gonna get your host our round back up. You hopefully counted the vote.
Love that. Love that. Ray Kirby, everybody. I said, hey, Ray, do you want to vote? He goes, no. I said, it doesn't matter. Love it. Love it. Make some noise for yourselves, you guys. You guys did an awesome job. Honestly, you guys did a great job. I would feel a little down. I was like, man, the list looks a little light. But as soon as I said welcome to Pinboys, you guys made it sound like there was 100 fucking people in here. And I got hard, and I've been hard the whole time. Thank you guys for stroking my ego the whole time. Thank you guys for doing such a good job, man. I'm happy that I don't have to just pick a winner. I'm happy I don't have to be like you or whatever the fucking crowd participation you guys pick. You guys do a good job. You guys spread the votes out again. So good again today. I had to go and get a timer. I had to get somebody to break the tie again, and I love it. And I'm happy for the person that won. You deserved it. Just not everybody got votes. It was just, again, it's decided by one vote. Everybody put your hands up for tonight's winner, Mr. Justin Yeah. Oh, did you want to say something? You know, I'm usually sweet. I usually just say goodbye. That's usually.
It's taken a year and a half. Whole year and a half. Thank you for finally thinking I'm funny. First one. More importantly, on Friday, March 5th, Sheriff Tyrell Shackelford, a typical black guy, his first comedy special. March 20th, go to Richmond, watch King Dave do his first special. I can't remember the time, but he's done a lot of comedy and a lot of time in jail. Thank you all very much.
Yeah! Come back every week, thank you!
Come on. Work hard on that.
I knew that if it was going to break, it was going to be me. I just fucking kicked the shit out of it.
I was like, I think he's right. I was like, you know, I was like, fuck this shit. I was like, I really need